Skin turned blue. I met God once at the rendezvous and felt starstruck.
Vince, the car's out front.
Got things to do, got to make my moves. I can't miss my flight to miss you too, boo. First class seats is overrated. Won't go less they overpay us. Nowadays I'm overdating my street for.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Jaguars going up against the Steelers.
Larry, despite the elements, these fans here in Western Pennsylvania, they wouldn't dream of missing this one as you get a look inside snowy Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming off the bye week, here come the Pittsburgh Steelers on offense. Ben Roethlisberger, he's actually had a couple of weeks off. He sat out week 17. Some other starters did as well on this side of the ball, but finished 5th in the league in passing, Charles, in the regular season. 4,251 yards for Big Ben.
And he has so many guys that he can move the ball around to, which helped him accumulate that total. I don't worry about rust with him coming off of, a little bit of a layoff to go play. He knows how to get past that. He's a veteran. But now he'll get Antonio Brown back for the playoffs out wide. Juju Smith-Schuster's been a marvel as a rookie. Jesse James, a pretty darn good tight end for him. And, of course, he can always dump it off to Le'Veon Bell. Not bad for Big Ben, and I expect him to play well throughout the playoffs.
Again, it's Bell. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
Jesse James is a tight end who's a combo player. Could line up on the line of scrimmage, block at the point of attack, and also get out in front of wide receivers when they're running screens. But he also catches the ball well. Short, intermediate routes are his best, but when he grabs it, he's also tough to tackle in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a great job on special teams to decide the 5-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. But Fournette was really bottled up last week against the Bills. 21 carries, 57 yards. At front 7, though, they were strong.
They really were, and it's tough to run against what Buffalo presented. But if you just keep giving Leonard Fournette carries, things tend to work out. Remember earlier in the season against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who they were end up playing in the playoffs, he had 181 yards. This guy went over 1,000 yards in just 13 games as a rookie. Leonard Fournette's an absolute force and is only going to get better.
The yardage total 2nd highest by a Jags rookie. Fournette, a first down carry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
2nd down following the run. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he's got room. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Bortles now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, 62 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. Or these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, but they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
Last week in the playoff win, this starting defense here for Jacksonville only gave up 3 points against Buffalo. They had the pick at the end to seal it by Jalen Ramsey. They were strong, strong, strong.
And I expect them to continue to get stronger. They've got a great core of players, a lot of youngsters who can absolutely fly to the football. Number 2 overall defense in the NFL in 2017 behind only the Minnesota Vikings. 2 guys on the All-Pro team. Big defensive end, Calais Campbell, could also move down to tackle.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack this first quarter. Calais Campbell in there to sack him for a loss of 6. We have played a quarter here in this AFC Divisional playoff. 7-0 is our score. More from the Steel City coming up after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Now it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And able to pull off the hurdle. Not a ton there on the back end, but a nice move and a good gain. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really good.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Calais Campbell. In there to sack him for a loss of 6. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Jags defense now as they head back out there. And a big reason they've got the lead here in the first half, some of these hits we're going to see here.
Almost like they're a group of superheroes, right? Something out of a comic book. Boom, pow, biff. They are really playing well and making things happen on their side of the ball.
Taking me back to my childhood a bit.
There you go. You had a collection, didn't you?
I did. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he motions the wide receiver. Again, it's Roethlisberger. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Well, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over, and we'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And James has it. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Ben to throw again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Steelers trail at home at halftime. The Jaguars have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. All right, let's roll the highlights. 1st and 10. Quick pass, and Lee comes up with the catch. And this long run goes for a touchdown. The Jaguars with the early advantage. Jaguars with the ball early in the second. Lewis is the target here, and he'll be tackled at the 11-yard line. Later on the drive, they'd stall out and settle for a field goal. We move late into the second. Roethlisberger's got the completion out of the gun, and he'll be tackled at the 41-yard line. So that's going to do it for us. We'll send you back now to field level for some more playoff football.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He's going to air one out. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll go again with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. Martavis Bryant past the 20. And into the end zone. Martavis Bryant, 83 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Bortles to throw on second down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's Bortles to throw. And some space here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Bortles now on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
On the return, Fitzgerald to Son. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage? And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home is a big deal, but now they know, at least they feel like it. They're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
James has got it. Complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Roethlisberger to his big target, James. All 6-7 of him for a Steeler 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jesse James, 43 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. After the penalty, it's Fournette. Head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Again, it's Fournette. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Here's Bohannon, the fullback. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.